we have a light heavyweight undisputed champion as Artur Beterbiev gets the majority decision over Dmitry Bivol out in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in a fight that was built up as a true 50-50 fight, as no one knew who they were going to pick and who was going to dominate or win or do anything in this fight. And now this fight's legacy is going to be a controversial decision, as a lot of people are questioning whether or not the right man won. Comment below, as this is the Never Drop podcast, who you think won. Do you think Beterbiev won, or do you think Bivol won? Go ahead, like, subscribe on this video, and let me know in the comments. But back to the fight. A good fight. I wouldn't say a great fight, but a good fight, as Beterbiev actually sees the 12th and final round, the bell after the 12th round. He does not get a knockout. Of course, going into this fight, 20 for 20, 20 wins, 20 knockouts, Beterbiev. He sees the final bell and he gets the decision over Bivol, a decision that a lot of people have been questioning. In particular, one of the judges scored it 116 to 112. I'm in agreement with everybody says that cannot be a proper scorecard. To say Bivol only won 4 rounds, absurd. You can make the case for 115, 113, a 7-5 advantage for Beterbiev, but personally, I had this a 6-6 draw, and that's being generous. I had it 6-6, or if you wanted to make a case, 7-5 Bivol. That's the way I was leaning. I thought Bivol banked a lot of the early rounds with his boxing. I thought he was able to land some really good clean shots on Beterbiev, and I thought some rounds Beterbiev just wasn't active enough. To his credit, Beterbiev going into the 10th round, the championships, the start of the championship rounds, I had it 6-3 Bivol. I said, well, he's just got to put one round away here, and he's got this fight. Beterbiev is going to have to get one of those knockouts. Beterbiev turned up the gas tank as he was kind of hunting down and applying pressure on Bivol. And he had done that throughout the fight, but he was doing it at a different type of level. He was hitting Bivol with shots that Bivol was not getting hit with earlier in the fight. Bivol wasn't countering like he was early in the fight. And on all 3 judges' scorecards, Beterbiev swept the 10th, 11th, and 12th round, which got him to this decision. Again, for me, that tied it up. That had it as a draw. One of the judges had it 114, 114, a draw. I think that's a proper card. And honestly, I believe a lot of fans, or just a lot of boxing fans overall, said, if it was a draw, that makes sense. But to have Beterbiev as the winner, especially 116 to 112, that's just, we don't see it. And I don't blame him with that, because I thought one of those rounds, I think the second round, that could have gone either way. Personally, I gave that to Beterbiev, but that could have been to Bivol. The 7th round was a close round as Bivol landed a really great shot, and then it looked like it really stunned Beterbiev, but Beterbiev countered with a really good left hand when Bivol was coming in, because he thought he had Beterbiev stunned. That stunned Bivol, and Bivol lost the last 45 seconds of that round in a round that he basically was winning all throughout. So it was up to the judges. Are you going to give the last 45 seconds or the previous 2:15? So the fight had its moments. Also, it had some lulls in it, some rounds where, okay, Beterbiev wasn't active or Bivol wasn't as active. But overall, a really good fight out in Riyadh that I think people are upset with, because they saw it looked like Bivol was in control for most of the fight. I'm not mad at that opinion. I think he was. I think Beterbiev kind of turned it up and got that recency bias, but maybe Bivol wasn't able to bank the early rounds, obviously, like we thought he did. Again, I think 6-6 for rounds is right around where it is. 8-4 in favor of Beterbiev or Bivol. Just, I couldn't go for that. I think it was either a 6-6 fight or a 7-5 in either of the fighters' way, with personally me leaning Bivol's way. You got to give Bivol credit. He had that high guard. He was making it hard for Beterbiev to connect. Beterbiev, I was really surprised that he never really went to the body with the high guard with Bivol had. I thought he should have went to the body, started breaking Bivol down there. Bivol, I mean, he landed some good shots and stunned Beterbiev a couple times in this fight. Overall, I was happy with the fight. I know it was build up is maybe the fight of the year. I wouldn't go that far. I think we've seen better action fights, but overall, a really good fight. And for Undisputed, you can't ask for anything more. Both look like they're saying the right things. Is oh, we'll do a rematch, which I think would be great because I think, at least for Beterbiev, I think his both knee surgery and layoff really showed up those first 6 rounds. I think I'd favor Beterbiev in a rematch because it seemed like he was really pushing the fight and the pace in those last 3 rounds, and that's the Beterbiev I like. But overall, while I know people are calling it a robbery, it's not a robbery. It was a close fight that maybe didn't go in the direction of the fighter you thought it was going to go. Not a robbery. A robbery is Oshaki Foster winning basically every single round and then them giving it to the other fighter. That's a robbery. This was not a robbery. This was a close fight. Beterbiev got the decision. It's controversial. You can say it's controversial. But hats off to both of them. Congrats to Beterbiev becoming undisputed as he gets the majority decision. A decision win that's going to be talked about for a long time. But at the end of the day, he gets the win, is undisputed at light heavyweight. We're going to see what's next. Hopefully a rematch. I think a rematch would produce an even better fight. But let me know in the comments, 1, would you like a rematch? And 2, again, let me know, who do you think won this fight? Do you think Bivol won, or do you think the judges got it right with Beterbiev? Comment below. This has been the Never Drop Podcast. That's all I got for you today. Peace. I'm out.